Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. If you're new here, I follow the Weight Watchers program. I get 23 points a day and 28 weeklies, but I also share calories on my channel as well. So let's jump right into my day where I'll show you my full day of eating. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to read the disclaimer down in the description box about what I eat in a day videos and how you shouldn't really copy what people eat and how we're all different. So one thing to keep in mind, I'm in my 50s. I am only 4'11 3/4, so my needs may be completely different than yours. So just make sure to read that disclaimer and work with your own doctor or your own dietitian to find what works for you. So I'm actually starting my day with a little, I guess like a breakfast snack. It's not like my official breakfast, but it's just something I've been trying to do in the morning. I get up, I drink a glass of water, actually 2 glasses of water, and then I try to just get something in my stomach before enjoying my coffee. So it's different. It usually always contains some type of protein. A lot of times I just like to have just a little bit of cottage cheese in the morning, but today I'm doing some avocado toast and then some yogurt. So the toast that I'm using is the everything sourdough that I get from Aldi, and I just use 1 slice of that. And then I have 32 grams of avocado on there. So it's 2 points for the toast, 1 point for the avocado. And then this is new. I've never seen this kind. This kind is Dan & Light and Fit, 0 sugar. It's only 50 calories, 11 grams of protein, and then 0 grams of sugar. So these are only 1 point on Weight Watchers and 50 calories. As far as flavor, I much prefer the regular. I think the kind I like is the cheesecake. The ones that are, I think they're 80 calories and 2 points. So I prefer the flavor of those, but these are actually really good in smoothies. So if you just want to use it for the protein in a smoothie, these work great. And then I have a few frozen blueberries as well. On Weight Watchers, this is 4 points, and then it's about 175 calories and 14 grams of protein. So I'll eat that, and then after that, I will start drinking my coffee. So for my coffee, I have like the equivalent of 2 cups of coffee in there. I just use the Coffee Mate. This is the French vanilla, 0 sugar, which I just emptied, but I just ordered some of the Italian cream. I really like the, sweet Italian cream, I think it's called. That's actually my favorite. So I kind of go back and forth between the French vanilla and the sweet Italian cream. And for this kind, you can have 3 tablespoons for 1 point. So I usually use 2 points worth, and I probably have like between 4 and 5 tablespoons in between the 2 cups. I just fill this Yeti. So I count it as 75 calories. All right, so I just got done eating my little breakfast snack, and I decided that before I drink my coffee, I'm gonna get a walk in. So I have actually been doing probably like 20 to 30 minutes in the morning and then 20 to 30 minutes at night during the week when I'm in the office. But on the weekends or days that I work from home, I can kind of break it up and do like 1 in the afternoon if I want. It just kind of depends on how I feel once I get going. Usually a lot of times I just tell myself I'm going to hop on there and I'm going to do a 10-minute walk. And then a 10-minute will lead to 15, a 15 will lead to 20, and a 20 will lead to 30. That's pretty much how I usually go. So I'm just doing a walk 3 miles per hour, which actually is a fast walk for me. I have very short legs. So I'm gonna shoot for maybe 15 minutes and I'll see what it leads to. All right, so I'm now having my official breakfast. I ended up doing I think it was actually about 33 minutes on the treadmill this morning. So just having just a plain and simple breakfast this morning. I've got, I made some scrambled eggs. I used 1 egg, and then I used some liquid egg whites. I used 3 of the servings, so it was like 9 tablespoons. I also cooked them with a little bit of spinach. I thought I had some salsa. I was gonna top them with salsa, but I'm completely out, so I definitely need to buy salsa. But if I would have known that I was out of salsa, I probably would have put in some roasted red peppers in there. I just like to buy the jar of roasted red peppers, but that's okay. We're gonna eat them this way. So I had quite a bit of eggs. I've got some there, and I've got some inside each of these wraps. These are just the little Extreme Wellness 0 net carb high fiber wraps. You can have 2 of them for 1 point. They have 5 grams of protein in them, but they have 13 grams of fiber. So good source of fiber in those. And then I've got some baby carrots and also my cottage cheese. You know, I don't go a day without my cottage cheese. This is 2 points for this cup and 120 calories, 19 grams of protein. So 2 points for the cottage cheese, 1 point for the tortillas, 0 for the eggs, and 0 for the carrots. So this is a 3-point breakfast, and for calories, it's about 340 calories plus 45 grams of protein. So I have a little bit of a bonus for you, and I have a little grocery haul I'm going to stick in this video because it's really not enough groceries to make its own video for, so I'm just going to throw it in here. So I just needed a few things from Walmart, and over here I got some aluminum foil, some parchment paper, and let me know if you've used this parchment paper. So the one thing I hate about parchment paper is how it like rolls in the pan, but this has stay flat dispensing. So I've never used this before, but let me know if you've used this and if it works. I got some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts, some romaine lettuce, zucchini, parsley, 0 points on Weight Watchers, and calories, of course, depends how much you have. And these are the ones that I was talking about that are my favorite. The Dannon, the strawberry cheesecake, I love. And then the toasted coconut vanilla, that's really good in smoothies as well. These are 2 points and 80 calories. And then I got some Tropicana Light. This is 2 points for a cup, 50 calories for 1 cup. And then, like I said, these are the 2 coffee mates that I like. 3 tablespoons for 1 point. And 15 calories for each of them for 15 milliliters. I got some white corn, 0 points on Weight Watchers. Half a cup is 60 calories. Also some light sour cream. For this, it's 1 point per tablespoon and 35 calories for 2 tablespoons. These are the roasted red peppers that I was talking about. These are awesome just to have in your fridge and throw them in different recipes. I just love having these on hand. I needed some sage, so I got some ground sage. Got some panko breadcrumbs and some regular Italian style breadcrumbs. Those are each 3 points on Weight Watchers, but for the panko, it's 3 points for half a cup, and then the regular breadcrumbs is 3 points for a quarter cup. And then this one, 100 calories for a quarter cup. This one is 100 calories for half a cup. Picked up some more Olive Garden light Italian dressing. For this, you can have 2.5 tablespoons for 1 point, and for calories, 30 calories for 2 tablespoons. And then I also needed some rinse aid for my dishwasher and some dish detergent. I got some potatoes. Of course, potatoes, 110 calories for 5.3 ounce or 3 points. And also some of these, this is the Equate brand of protein shake. This is vanilla. The pure protein at Walmart is only 1 point. These scan out at 3 points. I like to get these or the elevation kind from Aldi just because they're cheaper. But again, 3 points, and for calories, 160 calories. And then I don't usually get salmon from Walmart, but I did pick some up because I was really craving it. I'm thinking that I might make this with a salad for lunch today. And of course, salmon on Weight Watchers is 0 points, and then this is the Walmart kind is 230 calories for a 4-ounce serving. I also picked up these. These are white corn tortillas. So these are not, they don't have like a lot of fiber and everything in them, but they're corn tortillas instead of flour tortillas. So for these, it's 1 point for 1 tortilla or 90 calories. It does have a little bit of fiber. It's got 3 grams of fiber and 2 grams of protein in it. And then this I did not get from Walmart, but I wanted to show you these. I got these from Publix actually, and it's called Guac On. It's guacamole, chunky guacamole. And for these, it's only 1 point for 2 tablespoons of this and 40 calories. So that's it for my little grocery haul, and I'll come back and show you what I have for lunch. Doing an afternoon walk. So time for lunch. I had actually thrown together a salad for lunch yesterday and I didn't end up eating it, so I'm having that today. So I've got a bunch of greens down in the bottom. It's the spring mix from Aldi. I have cucumber, carrots, tomatoes, and then 1 ounce of feta from Aldi. And then I've got some of the Olive Garden light Italian dressing, so it's about 2 tablespoons there. So I'm gonna mix that up first. And then I'm gonna take the avocado that I had left from breakfast and I'm gonna add that in there. So we've got 30 grams. Just gonna kind of mix that in there. And I I did go ahead and cook up some salmon. So I just pan seared the salmon. A piece of my lettuce there. I just pan seared the salmon. All I used was salt, pepper, and a little bit of bay seasoning, and just pan seared it. So I'm gonna have 3 ounces of salmon in my salad. So I'm just gonna kind of break it up and add it right to the top. I absolutely love huge salads, and I love salmon. So this is like, my mouth is watering just looking at this. So everything in here is 0 points on Weight Watchers, except for the feta. I have a whole ounce of feta in there, so that's 2 points. I have the 30 grams of avocado, so that is 1 point, and then 1 point for the salad dressing. So on Weight Watchers, this is only a 4-point lunch. And then if you're counting calories, it's 350 calories and 28 grams of protein. All right, so I'm cleaning up from lunch and putting my extra salmon that I had made in the fridge, and I'll just eat this in the next couple days. But it made me realize that I had used olive oil, not just cooking spray, in the pan. So, and there's still a bit in there, so I think I probably used about a tablespoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and count a half a tablespoon of olive oil. So it's going to be an additional 2 points for lunch, which is going to be a total of 6 points for the lunch. And then it's going to add 60 calories, so it'll be about 410 calories. That is not going to make a difference in my total day because of what I'm having for points. If I'm estimating, I might not even hit my 23 points because my breakfast was pretty low, and my dinner is going to be a little bit lower than usual as well. I'm just having a quick little snack. This is a kiwi. And this is 0 points on Weight Watchers, and for this amount is about 40 calories. And it looks like I have a little piece of the skin on there, but the thing is with these, you can actually eat that furry skin. I have never eaten it in my life. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I will sometimes cut it up and put it in smoothies. That's the only way I'll eat it. But you can actually eat those. The skin, I think they say the skin has the most fiber in it. So let me know in the comments, do you eat the skin off kiwis or do you peel it like I do? Okay, dinner tonight is a recipe from Hungry Girl. This is really good. I've actually had this before. This is Hungry Girl chicken cordon bleu casserole. This actually makes 4 servings, but I'm going to be doubling it and making 8 servings. For each serving on Weight Watchers, it's 7 points, and for calories, it's 315 and 39 grams of protein. So for the 4 servings, you need a 1/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of grated Parmesan, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/3 cup of reduced fat cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, a pound of boneless chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces, 2 ounces of reduced sodium ham, and 4 slices of reduced fat Swiss cheese, and then parsley on the top if you want. So the only difference I'm going to be doing is I don't have any Swiss cheese. I forgot to buy some. So I'm just going to use some Munster cheese. So just keep in mind the points and calories are based on everything that's in the original recipe. And then I am also going to roast up some broccoli to go with this. I've got my oven preheated to 375. On the directions it says to spray an 8 by 8 inch pan. I've got a 13 by 9 inch pan sprayed since I'm doubling the portion. So in a bowl, we're going to combine the breadcrumbs. If you're just doing the 4, then you would need 1 tablespoon of the Parmesan. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons since I'm doubling it. And then it calls for onion powder. I don't have any onion powder, so I'm just going to use some minced onion. So you'd want a 1/4 teaspoon of the minced onion if you were doing the serving of 4. I'm going to double it. And the same with garlic powder. And just give that a stir and set that aside. Now in a large bowl, we're going to add the cream cheese. So I'm using this Publix light cream cheese. So any type of reduced fat cream cheese will work. We're going to mix that with the mustard. So I'm going to be using 4 tablespoons. If you're just doing the original, then you just use 2 tablespoons. So you want to just stir that together until it's combined and smooth. All right, now I'm going to add some salt and pepper, the rest of the Parmesan, and the rest of the onion and garlic powder. So So half a teaspoon for the way I'm making it. If you're just making the 4, quarter teaspoon. All right, now I'm gonna add my 2 pounds of chicken. And then I have 4 ounces of ham here. And combine that until it's mixed well. Now take your prepared dish and then just spread it out evenly in the dish. Then we're gonna cover it with aluminum foil, and then this is gonna bake for 20 minutes or until it's hot and bubbly. So now after the 20 minutes, just take it out and top it with the cheese. And then take that breadcrumb mixture and pour that right over the top. And I'm gonna give it just a little spray with some cooking spray. You don't have to do this step. And then that's going back in the oven for about 10 minutes. Sometimes at the end, I'll put it under the broiler for like a minute or 2, just to brown it up a little bit. And when it goes in the oven this time, we're not gonna cover it with the foil. Okay, so I just took this out. So I did put it under the broiler just for a little bit. You can see it browning. So I'm gonna let this sit for just a little bit. As you can see, it's still bubbling, and that'll help to thicken the sauce up. And then I've got my broccoli over here, so I'm just gonna cover the broccoli so it doesn't get cold. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, I've now cut it into 8. So each one of those is gonna be a serving. All right, let's get some better, try and get some better lighting here. So one thing about this, since it's 7 points for the serving, if you wanted to do like a serving and a half, then it would be just like 10 points, which is typically what I usually have for dinner. So I could easily just do like 1.5 servings and it would be 10 points. So again, the chicken cordon bleu casserole is 7 Weight Watcher points. It's 315 calories, and when I put it in, it comes out to 39.5 grams of protein. So combine that with the broccoli, it's still 7 points, and then 345 calories for the entire dinner and 42 grams of protein. And that's what it's supposed to look like with parsley. As I'm cleaning up, I realized that the parsley was sitting there that I had chopped up. So if you want to add parsley, you can add parsley. I'm having just some popcorn. I've got just a little bit of spray butter on there, just enough to let this white cheddar popcorn seasoning stick to it. And this is 0 points on Weight Watchers. And for 3 tablespoons, which if you weigh it out, it's 40 grams, it's 130 calories. So my totals for the day for Weight Watchers, I ended up right 23 out of 23 points. So I didn't end up using any of my weeklies. I had 1,492 calories and 133 grams of protein this week. So I try to shoot between 100 and 140 grams of protein a day. So I know sometimes people want to see like the other macros. So these are my macros. Like I said, 133 grams of protein. And then for my carbs, I had 111 grams of carbs. But if you subtract all that fiber that I had 29 grams of fiber. Then it only comes out to 82 grams of net carbs. And then my fat today was 63 grams. And I always mention I get a lot of water in a day, so I did end up drinking about 12 glasses of water, and my total steps for the day ended up being 12,400. So I hope you enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.